Hello, YouTube people. Alright, so I have been putting off making this video now for a little while because I feel like a failure. But I had to post it at some point so you guys know what's going on, and I'm going to be honest with you. Basically, my last couple videos were about my vegan challenge, which I was so excited about, and I totally thought I was going to make it for 30 days because it really wasn't that hard for me to do. But sadly, I only made it almost 2 weeks. And I'm going to explain to you why I only made it 2 weeks. So basically, everything was going fine. I was getting like probably a little less protein than usual, but I was still getting enough to maintain any muscle that I did have, so that wasn't a huge issue, I guess. But the thing was, I started surviving mainly on protein shakes and on just things that contained protein powder because I have IBS myself. So when I was trying to eat like chickpeas and beans and like lentils and trying to get all my protein from those sources, I ended up really screwing up my stomach. It was just not going well for me. I was bloated like all the time, the entire 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. I was bloated 24/7, just felt awful, run down more than usual, stopped hitting my protein quite as much because I just didn't want to eat any sort of beans or anything because I didn't want to feel awful again. So yeah, that was like the biggest thing that caused me to not want to eat that way anymore, just because I just felt so horrible, and I was like, if this is gonna be how I feel for the rest of the time I eat this way, then I really don't know if I want to eat this way, because there's so many foods that bother my stomach, and I know that they bother my stomach, but I ate them anyway because I was like, maybe it'll get better with time, but it wasn't getting better. It just seemed to get worse actually, and I just couldn't force myself to continue eating that way when I felt so awful. And I know I like eating that way just because it makes me feel better, you know, like not eating meat. I just feel like being a better person that way. And trust me, like if I could continue eating that way, I would, because I liked all the foods I was eating. Like they taste really good. I liked trying new foods. It was so fun. So yeah, honestly, like if I could eat that way without feeling awful, then I would. But it just didn't work for me. I felt terrible. So the reason, or I guess the first food I ate that was not vegan was I had a bagel with the tiniest little bit of light butter on it. That was it. That was like when I broke my vegan diet. After that, it just sort of escalated a little bit. Then I had like a few bites of my family's lasagna one night, just because like I did not know what to eat at night, and I was so low in protein that day, and I'd already had protein powder I think twice that day, so I was just desperate, and yeah, it happened. So I apologize for those of you that did follow me during this, because I honestly thought I was going to finish this and I was so excited about it. And for those of you that are vegan, props to you. Like, it's a really awesome way of eating. There's so many cool foods you can eat. I have nothing against people who are vegan. It just didn't work for me. I just didn't deal with it well. So currently what I'm doing is I've started eating eggs again, because that's something that's usually pretty easy on my stomach. I can eat those for protein, and it's super easy protein source. I don't really eat whole eggs, usually just egg whites. And I started having dairy again, so I really don't eat cheese that much. Like, rarely I'll ever eat cheese. But I do eat, I guess it was cheese. I eat cottage cheese most often. So I started having a little bit of that again in the mornings, and then butter again. Those were like the two things really that I have for dairy. Otherwise, like I don't have much dairy. Like, I have almond milk in all of my drinks. I don't really drink milk. I never drink milk. Yeah, I just started adding a few things back because I was just suffering, like, and since I changed my diet, like, immediately I felt 1,000 times better. My stomach went the bloating just disappeared. I went back to normal. I felt so good again. And yeah, I don't know. It's just something. I wish my stomach was not so frustrating. I had issues with it for a long time now. I've been in the hospital. It's been so bad before. So yeah, I didn't want to end up there again. So I decided that it was smart to stop. But with that said, I have other exciting news. I didn't know if I was going to put this in the same video, but I think I might as well, just, you know, while I'm here instead of trying to post 2 different videos. So, I am currently, I don't know. I said I'm never going to diet again, but I'm so bad at committing to one thing. Like, if you guys follow my channel, you can see that I'm all over the place all the time. But anyways, I promised myself I would not diet again, but I recently have just like been in a better place, like mentally, like since eating so long now without counting anything, without, you know, really like tracking my intake. Like, I've maintained my weight for a while now. Like, I'm not, I'd say, at a weight that I'm happy at. It's more of like, I feel like I'm average. Like, I'm not overweight, I'm not underweight, I'm just kind of average. So at this point, I just want to get back to where I'm comfortable because I don't feel like myself, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be starting doing some macros again, just because honestly, out of everything, any other diet or anything I've ever done, like macros have been like my absolute go-to. And it's the one thing that makes me feel like I have structure back in my life. So I'm gonna do macros again. I am going to attempt to lean out a little bit, but in the healthiest way possible. If I'm really hungry, I'm gonna have more food. I'm not gonna starve myself. I'm going to just do a little more exercise, you know, just make a few healthy changes. And we're gonna see where it goes because I am super excited just to make a little progress. You know, it's been a long time since I really tried to push myself doing anything. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna post a bunch of videos about it. I'll do a full day of eating. I'm still gonna do those because I love doing them. And I hope you guys follow my progress in this slight diet. Anyways, I gotta go now. Someone just came in, so I'm gonna end this vlog or video. I don't know what to call it. Anyways, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.